very convenient because the kitchen is just next door. And of course you can see I've got pianos all over the place, but don't pay any attention to that. That's the reason, because if you get a melody in your head, you can just play it immediately without going into the big room or the downstairs or over here. Just my craziness. We're in the kitchen. This is where, you fill the belly. And we also have an elevator which goes to 3 floors, which is very convenient. I don't cook personally. I can make good bacon and eggs and that sort of stuff, and I can make a good cup of tea. A lot of work takes place down here too, and I keep a lot of my gold and platinum albums here. Half of them are in this house, and half of them in my house in England. Of course, we've got surround music, machines that you may not be able to use. You may want to renew them, but it's old stuff that I use. I use this stuff, and they all work. Works pretty good on my music.
Another Pink Palace feature is its famous heart-shaped swimming pool, installed when Jayne Mansfield was the owner. But the rule in Hollywood and on extreme shopping is that too much is never enough. So yes,
come on, I'll show you some more.
There's more.
This is one of the cloakrooms, breakfast room. This, of course, is my office. This is my bedroom, my wife's bathroom. My cooler, keeping it cool. Blessings from the Pope. The bathroom's over there. Gets me going.
Many of the furnishings you've seen are included with the Pink Palace. Others are negotiable. Item L57773, a piece of Hollywood history.
It's a wonderful house, and I hope you enjoy living here. It is a nice house. I have.
If you're going to take on a new address, you got to have a great car. And I got to tell you, when we first talked...
Miss Mansfield, you've been quoted as saying you wouldn't mind entertaining for the Viet Cong. Would you explain that, please?
Well, what I actually said was this, that I feel that the Viet Cong soldiers, the soldiers here, all over the world, in every branch of service, all these soldiers are carrying out the orders of their superiors. And whether it be their beliefs or whatever, but I will do whatever is necessary to extend world peace, to provide, to help establish world peace, because I believe war is a foolish, childish, animalistic, unthinking, unintelligent way of trying to accomplish a purpose. It really is, you just take lives and destroy beautiful property. Why? It's ridiculous. It's bad. Well, I found it to be terribly unexciting as far as my friends. The friends that I have are very intellectual type people, and it's like a man going around bottomless, you know, because all the excitement is gone.
Something called vital statistics, Miss Mansfield.
Yes.
What are they? Vital statistics, yours.
My physical ones?
Well, what others would you care to talk about?
Any that you care to mention.
What other statistics are there other than...
Well, I have quite a few. There's, I don't know which ones you would consider vital. It's everyone's bag.
What to you, sir? Sorry.
Dear. Well,
What statistics do you consider vital?
for a person, you mean physical statistics?
Yes, ma'am.
Measurement-wise?
Oh, all right, let's go from there.
I mean, those aren't exciting to me. I don't think they're at all really interesting. They help. They're, you know, a bit exciting.
Thank you. What is this, Miss Mansfield, about you looking for a male or female water buffalo?
Yes, you see, I get very turned on to water buffaloes in Bangkok. I really I wasn't really ready for them until Bangkok, and I saw these marvelous-looking creatures, you know, with these horns and all, and I wanted one, so I got one, and there's one en route from Bangkok to my estate in Hollywood. He's black, and I'm looking for a female to make him a little more contented.
Do you think you might find that female here in Vietnam?
Well, I didn't come to Vietnam looking for a water buffalo, but I was looking in Manila? I was looking in Manila, yes. I don't think I have much time to look for water buffalo here, but...
What are you going to do with a water buffalo back in Hollywood? Do you have room for a water buffalo on your estate?
Yes, I have 3 acres. I was told you must build a hole because they're very large on wallowing for about 2 or 3 hours, because for some reason, it's not that they don't have pores, but they have some sort of problems with breathing. And they like these mud packs, you see, and then you wash them off. After that, I'm not really too much of a water buffalo expert, but I think they're really out-of-sight animals.
What about, we see you're wearing a mini outfit. What's your impression of the mini? How do you feel about that?
Well, I dig them, I really do. I think they're comfortable and fun.
Do you think a lady's legs has something to do with them? Do you think... There's something, a lot of people talk about vital statistics, Miss Mansfield. What do you consider vital statistics?
Well, I think a person's... an IQ of a person is more exciting than certainly how many inches from the elbow to the wrist, or whatever you want to mention.
What is your IQ?
It's 163.
Most people don't know what their IQ is. How do you know this?
I was given a test.
Did it amaze you that you had such a high IQ? That's genius.
Yes, it did. It really did. In fact, we were discussing this at Clark Air Force Base, you know, whether your IQ can improve because your basic intelligence quotient does grow with knowledge, you know. I mean, your capacity, and you know, it's because most people contend that you know it never changes. Your capacity is the same from birth on, or say from puberty up until the end. But I really don't know.
Have you grown quite a bit, do you feel, intellectually?
I feel that I have, yes. I feel that I'm constantly growing because it's important for me. It's the most important thing, you know, personal thing that I can have is foresight.
Would you consider yourself a happy person?
No.
Why not?
I have wonderful happy moments. I consider myself tremendously fortunate for having 5 children. I'd like 10 more. But I think a person who is tremendously complicated and involved, I don't think that person would ever, you know, really be a contented, happy person. But as long as there are enough happy moments to overbalance the unhappy ones, then I think that you're really sort of, you're on the right road.
Miss Mansfield, you mentioned something about perhaps having a helicopter.
I'm going to go over here and see Dick McCutcheon and guess. He's 100 years old today, isn't he?
And just as vital and exciting as he ever was. George Bernard Shaw, a playwright who perhaps ranks second only to William Shakespeare. Born exactly 100 years ago today. You can call him George Bernard Shaw, or just GBS. He remains, even today, a great, exciting, extraordinary personality. He was a rebel, he was a conservative, he was a great writer, he was a politician. His Fabian Society, for example, propagandized socialism and developed, eventually, with some variations along the way, into the present British Labour Party. He was a mass of contradictions, this man Shaw. And today, of course, in celebration of his birthday, there'll be readings of all sorts. People all over the world will be celebrating this 100th anniversary of GBS. Here on today, we too will join in this commemoration of Shaw's 100th anniversary, the anniversary of his birth. Today, proudly, we present a reading by some of our own people, a little theater presentation of a scene from Caesar and Cleopatra, one of Shaw's most famous plays. Our Cleopatra will be read by our guest, Jayne Mansfield, and Caesar will be read by Jack Flisculi. Hark! We are about to eavesdrop on Shaw as his lyrical best, as the aging Caesar tells the young and beautiful queen Cleopatra that he will send her a young lover, Mark Antony.
You must not talk to me now as if I were a child.
You have been growing